Hello, it's IELTS with me tutorial, and today I'm going to show you how to write a Band 9 essay for your IELTS writing task 1 question. And in this module, we'll focus on a model essay and examiner's comment, as well as step-by-step explanation. Okay, let's get started. Remember that in task 1 question, you should spend about 20 minutes on your question. Here we have, we can say that we have a complex and difficult question. We have 3 charts, chart 1, 2, 3. And our question is charts 1 and 2 below show the proportion of income spent on different areas by young people in Canada and Poland. Chart 3 here, shows the average age of certain life events for these countries and an estimated global average age. Okay, you have to write a report summarizing the information, select and describe the main features, and make comparisons where relevant. Okay, and here let's take a look at them. In chart 1, actually we have income spent in Canada, and chart 2 we have income spent in Poland, and in chart 3 we have actually life events according to their age, 31, 35, right, in Canada, Poland, and in a global average, right? Let's take a look at them. In chart 1, actually, which is regarding to Canada, income expenditure actually in Canada, what are the highest area? What are the highest section actually? Clothing and leisures are the field that most of the income are spending in these 2 sections, right? 20% and 90%. The lowest one is transport. And in chart 2, which is regarding Poland, there is a great difference, right? The majority of expenditure is for what? Studies, and after that for transportation with 43 and 26% respectively, and the minority is for housing and food. Okay. Now, and regarding to the chart 3, here we have bar charts, and we see 3 live events at the age of 35, leaving home, and then buying a first car, and then getting married, right? Here we actually see the global averages. We see that actually about getting married in Poland and Canada, there is similarity, but regarding leaving home and buying first car, there is differences between them. But for Poland and global average, we see some similarities between buying home and living home and buying first car. Okay, let's get started our essay. Okay. The charts show the percentage of youth income spent on various areas in Poland and Canada, and also 3 key life events by age compared to an estimated global norm. Estimated global average, okay, compared to an estimated global norm. That was great, right? Looking firstly at pay attention to this that I'm writing with academic phrases. Okay, looking firstly at income. We see that in Canada, the two highest areas of expense are leisure and clothing at 20% and 19% respectively. Yeah, that we show here. And then the other areas, housing, food, transport, and studies, are all roughly similar, are similar to each other. At between, I'm not saying that they are exactly similar, at between 14% to 16%. Great. The other one in Poland, however, there is a contrast between them. However, studies take almost half the expenditure at 43%, followed by transport at 26%. Leisure and clothing are similar at 10% and 11%, and housing and food are the same at 5%. Yeah, actually I explained here in more detail transport, studies, and the minor section is for housing and food, right? Regarding life events, here we are gonna explain our bar chart. We see that academic phrases, right? In Poland, leaving home and buying a car happen at an age close to the predicted global norm of around near to around 26 years, right? 26 years, right? In Poland, near to global average. Yeah, whereas in Canada they happen much earlier at 20 years or just under. Yeah, it's happened much more earlier. Much more earlier. Getting married, by contrast, is similar in both countries at around 30 years old, which is much later than the world average of just over 20, right? And getting married is much higher, the average global norm. Yeah, that's true. And between Poland and Canada, it's the same. Yeah. And at the end, in summary, to sum up, all in all, to recapitulate, young people's expenditure in Canada is more evenly split than Poland. I mean that they spend money to the areas at the same amount. Yeah, not there is much more, but as we saw here in Poland, majority of youth spending their money for transport and studies, where transport and studies take the vast majority, right? Poland is closer to the global average than Canada in terms of life events. That's true and short and pretty well organized, right? Yeah. Regarding examiner comments, as we see here, these kinds of writing task 1 question are pretty complex. Why? Because we have 1, 2, 3 charts here, and we have so many data to write and explain and talk about that. But in these kind of questions, actually our responsibility is that to group the data, group set of data, and write it in our essay. Yeah, that's much more important. I said about grouping the data and using phrases such as roughly, similar, at between, and followed, because it makes our essay much more effective for the examiner to read it. Yeah, and then The regarding bar chart, life events, again, it's very well organized in our essay. It was very organized, and then using some phrases such as more even split than blah blah or take the vast majority is pretty academic and very concise and clear. And then using signposting is well chosen, such as academic phrases such as looking firstly at, using however, regarding, whereas, by contrast, in summary, to sum up, to recapitulate. And the candidate shows that she can use words to qualify proportions, right? Such as roughly, similar, almost half, much earlier, much later, more evenly. That was great. Okay. Please try to use it, practice it, and at the end use in your IELTS writing task 1 questions. Okay, by using these techniques, you will be able to get a high score. Okay, yeah. I hope that you enjoyed this module, and please don't hesitate to check our videos. And thank you so much for watching, and see you soon in another IELTS with me tutorial. Take care. Bye.